My partner's secret affair exposed by best friend's guilt. I was pouring coffee into his favorite mug, the dark blue one with the chipped handle, when my phone buzzed. It was a text from Lena, my best friend since college. "Can we talk? It's urgent." I didn't think much of it. Lena had been acting odd for weeks, canceling plans last minute, avoiding eye contact when we met for lunch. But that morning, I wrote it off as her usual anxious spiraling. 3 hours later, I sat across from her at our usual corner booth in the cafe near her apartment. Her hands trembled around her matcha latte. "There's something I need to tell you," she said, voice quivering. "It's about Mark." My stomach dropped. No. My husband had been distant lately, working late, forgetting our anniversary, scrolling through his phone with a tight smile whenever I walked into the room. 2 nights earlier, I'd found a receipt in his jacket for a hotel downtown. A client dinner, he'd said. The wine stain on his collar smelled like vanilla and jasmine. Not my perfume. Lena wouldn't look at me. "I found out 3 months ago," she whispered. "He's been seeing someone." I tried to convince myself it wasn't true, but who? My voice felt robotic, detached. She flinched. "Claire, from his gym." The name punched through me. Claire, the woman he'd laughingly called just a workout buddy when I'd asked why they texted at midnight. The one whose Instagram he'd liked a bikini photo of weeks before our vacation to Maui. The same trip where he'd barely touched me. "How long?" I choked out. Lena stared at the table. "Since January." January, when he'd bought me roses just because. When he'd held me after my dad's funeral, whispering, "I'll always be here." I stood abruptly, my chair screeching. "Why tell me now?" Tears spilled down her cheeks. "Because it's me he was with last night." The world tilted. Her guilt hung between us like smoke. She'd invited him over, she said, to confront him, to end it for your sake. But he'd shown up with stories about us growing apart. How I'd changed after Dad died. How Claire understood him. Lena's voice cracked. "He tried to kiss me. I pushed him away, but God, I'm so sorry. I should have told you sooner." I don't remember leaving the cafe. At home, I locked myself in the bathroom and vomited. When Mark's key turned in the door that evening, I was sitting on the bed, his iPad in my lap. He'd forgotten to delete his iCloud backup. Hundreds of messages to Claire. "I miss your laugh. My wife doesn't get me like you do." Photos of them tangled in sheets. He froze in the doorway, gym bag slipping from his shoulder. "I can explain." "Don't." My whole body shook. Was it even real, the last 6 years? Or was I just convenient? For once, he had nothing to say. Now I'm typing this from Lena's couch. She's asleep in the other room, her guilt a third presence between us. Mark keeps calling. Texts pile up. "Please let me fix this. It didn't mean anything." But the worst part? A tiny, treacherous voice in my head whispers, "What if I'd been enough?" I scroll through our wedding photos, his hand on my waist, my laughter, bright and unguarded. I don't recognize either of us. TLDR, my husband cheated with his gym buddy, and my best friend finally confessed after he tried to reel her in too. Now I'm questioning everything.